Have you ever found yourself staring at the ceiling hour after hour, desperately wishing for sleep to come? You've tried counting sheep, cutting out caffeine, and maybe even a warm glass of milk, but still slumber remains elusive. It's frustrating, debilitating, and often you have no idea why your body just won't shut down. If you're tired of tossing and turning and ready to uncover the hidden culprits sabotaging your sleep, then stick around. By the end of this video, you won't just learn what might be keeping you awake, but crucially, how to finally reclaim the restful nights you deserve. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now, let's get started. 1. Your gut microbiome is out of whack. The connection. A growing body of scientific research underscores the intricate relationship between the health of your gut microbiome and the quality of your sleep. The gut microbiome, comprising trillions of microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi, and viruses residing in your digestive tract, is a critical player in maintaining overall health, including sleep regulation. This microbial ecosystem influences the production of key neurotransmitters such as serotonin, which serves as a precursor to melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating your sleep-wake cycle. An imbalanced gut, often referred to as dysbiosis, can occur when harmful bacteria proliferate or beneficial bacteria diminish, disrupting the delicate microbial balance. This imbalance can impair serotonin and melatonin production, leading to difficulties falling asleep, staying asleep, or achieving restorative sleep. Conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, SIBO, or chronic gastrointestinal issues may exacerbate this problem. Additionally, lifestyle factors like a diet low in fiber, excessive consumption of processed foods, or prolonged antibiotic use can further compromise gut health, creating a ripple effect on your sleep quality. Contributing factors. Dietary imbalance. Diets high in refined sugars, artificial additives, or processed foods can promote the growth of harmful bacteria while starving beneficial ones. Medications. Long-term use of antibiotics, proton pump inhibitors, or other medications can disrupt the gut microbiome. Stress and lifestyle. Chronic stress, lack of physical activity, and dehydration can negatively affect gut motility and microbial diversity. Medical conditions. Disorders like IBS, SIBO, or leaky gut syndrome can interfere with nutrient absorption and microbial balance, indirectly impacting sleep. How to improve? Incorporate probiotics and prebiotics. Probiotics are live beneficial bacteria found in fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, and kombucha. These foods introduce beneficial strains such as lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, which support gut health. Prebiotics, on the other hand, are non-digestible fibers that feed these beneficial bacteria, promoting their growth. Include prebiotic-rich foods like garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, bananas, oats, and kori root in your diet. If dietary sources are insufficient, consider a high-quality probiotic supplement with diverse strains and a high CFU colony-forming unit count, but consult a healthcare professional to ensure it's appropriate for your needs. Reduce processed foods and sugars. Highly processed foods, sugary snacks, and refined carbohydrates can fuel harmful bacteria, leading to dysbiosis. Opt for whole, unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins to support a balanced microbiome. Stay hydrated. Adequate water intake is essential for optimal digestion, nutrient absorption, and maintaining a healthy gut lining. Aim for at least 8 to 10 cups of water daily, adjusted for activity level and climate. Manage stress. Chronic stress can alter gut motility and microbial composition by activating the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal HPA axis. Incorporate stress reduction practices such as mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises, yoga, or progressive muscle relaxation to promote gut health and improve sleep. Consider professional guidance. If you suspect an underlying gut issue like IBS or SIBO, Consult a gastroenterologist or functional medicine practitioner. Diagnostic tests, such as stool analysis or breath tests, can provide insights into your gut health and guide personalized interventions. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 2. You're experiencing sleep performance anxiety. The connection: the harder you try to fall asleep, the more elusive sleep can become. A phenomenon often described as sleep performance anxiety. This occurs when the pressure to achieve a good night's rest creates a vicious cycle of worry, frustration, and heightened mental alertness. When you lie in bed, obsessing over the need to sleep, checking the clock repeatedly, or calculating how many hours of rest remain, your brain activates the sympathetic nervous system, triggering the fight-or-flight response. This state of hyperarousal is the opposite of the calm, relaxed state governed by the parasympathetic nervous system, which is essential for initiating sleep. Over time, this anxiety can condition your brain to associate your bed with wakefulness and stress rather than rest, perpetuating insomnia. External stressors, such as work pressures or personal concerns, can amplify this cycle, making it even harder to relax. Contributing factors: overthinking sleep. Constantly monitoring the time or worrying about the consequences of poor sleep increases anxiety. Poor sleep hygiene, irregular sleep schedules, excessive screen time, or stimulating activities before bed can heighten arousal. Environmental cues: associating your bed with activities like work or scrolling on your phone can reinforce wakefulness. Underlying stressors: unresolved emotional or psychological stress can spill over into bedtime, fueling anxiety. How to improve? Shift your focus to relaxation. Instead of fixating on the act of falling asleep, aim to create a state of calm. Engage in relaxing activities before bed, such as reading a light, non-stimulating book, listening to soothing music, or practicing guided imagery. Progressive muscle relaxation, where you systematically tense and release muscle groups, can also help calm the body and mind. Follow the 20-minute rule. If you're unable to fall asleep or return to sleep after 20 to 30 minutes, get out of bed and move to another room. Engage in a quiet, low-stimulation activity, such as reading a book, journaling, or listening to calming audio. Avoid screens, as blue light can suppress melatonin production. Return to bed only when you feel drowsy. This practice helps rewire your brain to associate your bed with sleep rather than frustration. Reframe negative thoughts. Catastrophic thoughts like, "I'll never fall asleep" or "I'll be exhausted tomorrow" fuel anxiety. Use cognitive restructuring to challenge these thoughts. For example, replace "I'll never fall asleep" with "I'm giving my body the chance to relax," and sleep will come naturally when it's ready. Journaling before bed can also help offload worries and clear your mind. Explore cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. CBTI. CBTI is a structured evidence-based program designed to address insomnia by targeting unhelpful sleep-related thoughts and behaviors. It includes techniques like stimulus control, e.g. using the bed only for sleep and intimacy, sleep restriction, limiting time in bed to improve sleep efficiency, and cognitive restructuring. CBTI can be accessed through a trained therapist, online programs, or apps like Sleepio or CBTI Coach. Establish a consistent pre-lay routine. Create a calming bedtime ritual, such as dimming lights, sipping herbal tea, egg chamomile or Vallion root, or practicing gentle stretching. Consistency signals to your brain that it's time to wind down. 3. Your micronutrient levels are suboptimal. The connection. While a balanced diet is essential for overall health, specific micronutrient deficiencies can directly interfere with your ability to fall asleep and stay asleep. Magnesium, often referred to as nature's tranquilizer, plays a vital role in muscle relaxation, nervous system regulation, and the production of gamma-aminobutyric acid, GABA, a neurotransmitter that promotes calmness and sleep. Low magnesium levels can lead to muscle tension, restlessness, and difficulty relaxing. Similarly, vitamin D deficiency has been associated with sleep disorders, including insomnia and poor sleep quality, as it influences melatonin production and circadian rhythm regulation. Iron deficiency, particularly when it leads to anemia, can cause restless leg syndrome, RLS, a neurological condition characterized by an irresistible urge to move the legs, often disrupting sleep onset. Other micronutrients, such as zinc and vitamin B6, also support sleep-regulating processes, and deficiencies can exacerbate sleep issues. Contributing factors: inadequate diet. Diets lacking in nutrient-dense foods can lead to deficiencies over time. Absorption issues. Conditions like celiac disease, Crohn's disease, or low stomach acid can impair nutrient absorption. Lifestyle factors. Limited sun exposure for vitamin D. High stress or excessive caffeine alcohol consumption can deplete micronutrient levels. Medical conditions, chronic illnesses or medications, e.g. diuretics, proton pump inhibitors, can interfere with nutrient status. How to boost magnesium intake? Incorporate magnesium-rich foods into your diet, such as dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, nuts, almonds, cashews, seeds, pumpkin, chia, legumes, black beans, lentils, whole grains, quinoa, oats, avocados, and dark chocolate, 70% cocoa or higher. If considering a supplement, opt for forms like magnesium glycinate or magnesium L-threonate, which are well absorbed and less likely to cause digestive upset. Consult a healthcare provider to determine the appropriate dosage, as excessive magnesium can cause side effects like diarrhea. Optimize vitamin D levels. Vitamin D is synthesized through sun exposure, so aim for 15 to 30 minutes of safe direct sunlight, depending on skin type and location, several times a week. Dietary sources include fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, fortified dairy or plant-based milks, egg yolks, and mushrooms exposed to UV light. In regions with limited sunlight or during winter months, a vitamin D3 supplement, typically 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily, may be necessary, but blood tests and medical guidance are recommended to avoid toxicity. Increase iron-rich foods to prevent or address iron deficiency include heme iron sources, red meat, poultry, fish, and non-heme iron sources, lentils, chickpeas, spinach, fortified cereals. Pair plant-based iron sources with vitamin C-rich foods, citrus fruits, bell peppers to enhance absorption. If you suspect iron deficiency or experience symptoms like restless legs or fatigue, consult a doctor for a ferritin or complete blood count test to assess your levels. Iron supplements should only be taken under medical supervision, as excess iron can be harmful. Address other nutrients. Zinc found in oysters, beef, and pumpkin seeds, and vitamin B6 found in bananas, chickpeas, and tuna also support sleep. A varied diet typically provides these, but a multivitamin or targeted supplement may be considered if deficiencies are suspected. Seek professional evaluation. Blood tests can pinpoint specific deficiencies, allowing for tailored supplementation or dietary adjustments. Work with a healthcare provider, such as a doctor or registered dietitian, to develop a plan that addresses your unique needs without risking nutrient overload. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 4. You're a night owl trying to live a morning lark schedule. The connection. Every individual has a unique internal biological clock known as the circadian rhythm, which regulates the natural sleep-wake cycle. This rhythm is heavily influenced by genetics, resulting in distinct chronotypes, patterns that determine whether someone is naturally inclined to be an early riser, a morning lark, or feels more alert and productive in the late afternoon and evening. A night owl. 4 night owls. Adhering to a conventional early morning schedule, whether due to work, school, or societal expectations, can feel like swimming against the tide. The misalignment between your natural chronotype and an imposed early schedule creates a constant struggle to fall asleep at an earlier bedtime, leading to sleep deprivation, grogginess, and difficulty functioning optimally during the day. This phenomenon, sometimes referred to as social jet lag, can disrupt your physical and mental health over time as your body fights to reconcile its natural tendencies with external demands. How to improve. Honor your chronotype when feasible. If your work or lifestyle allows flexibility, advocate for a schedule that aligns with your natural sleep-wake preferences. For example, night owls might negotiate later start times or remote work arrangements to accommodate their peak productivity hours in the afternoon or evening. Even small adjustments like shifting meetings to mid-morning can make a significant difference. Gradual schedule shifts. If transitioning to an earlier sleep schedule is unavoidable, make the change incrementally to avoid shocking your system. Adjust your bedtime and wake-up time by 15 to 30 minutes earlier every 3 to 4 days. This gradual approach allows your circadian rhythm to adapt without causing excessive fatigue or frustration. For instance, if you typically sleep at 1 a.m., aim for 12:45 a.m. for a few days, then 12:30 a.m., and so on. Strategic light exposure. Light is one of the most powerful cues for regulating your circadian rhythm. For night owls aiming to shift to an earlier schedule, exposure to bright light, preferably natural sunlight, within the first hour of waking can help reset your internal clock. Spend 20 to 30 minutes outside in the morning or use a light therapy box, 10,000 lux, if natural light isn't available. Conversely, in the evening, minimize exposure to bright and blue light from screens, as this can suppress melatonin production and delay sleep onset. Consider wearing blue light blocking glasses or using device settings to filter blue light after 7 p.m. Consistency is key. Maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends, reinforces your circadian rhythm and helps your body anticipate sleep. Avoid the temptation to catch up on sleep by sleeping in excessively, as this can perpetuate social jet lag and make weekday mornings even harder. Aim for no more than a 1-hour deviation from your weekday schedule on weekends. Lifestyle alignment. Beyond sleep timing, align other habits with your chronotype. For example, night owls may find it easier to exercise or engage in creative tasks in the late afternoon or evening. If possible, schedule demanding tasks during your peak alertness periods to reduce the strain of early mornings. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 5. Your bedroom environment is too stimulating. The connection. A bedroom that's meant to be a haven for rest can inadvertently keep you awake if it's filled with subtle or overt stimuli. While many people focus on achieving darkness and silence, other environmental factors can also disrupt your brain's ability to relax and transition into sleep. For instance, a cluttered room can create a sense of mental chaos as your brain subconsciously processes the visual disarray. Strong odors, such as those from cleaning products or air fresheners, can overstimulate your olfactory system. Even the faint hum of electronics, like a charging phone or a computer fan, can interfere with your ability to fully wind down. Additionally, an uncomfortable mattress, improper bedding, or an unsuitable room temperature can prevent your body from reaching the relaxed state necessary for sleep. Your brain is constantly processing sensory input, and these seemingly minor distractions can accumulate, keeping you in a state of low-level alertness that hinders sleep onset. How to improve. Declutter your space. A tidy bedroom promotes a calm, restful mind. Set aside time to organize your space, removing unnecessary items like stacks of clothes, papers, or miscellaneous objects. Consider adopting a minimalist approach, keeping only essential furniture and decor. If decluttering feels overwhelming, break it into small tasks, such as organizing one drawer or shelf per day. Control sensory input. Pay attention to the scents in your bedroom. Harsh or stimulating odors, such as those from cleaning products or synthetic air fresheners, can subtly keep your brain alert. Instead, opt for calming scents like lavender, chamomile, or cedarwood, which have been shown to promote relaxation. Use a diffuser with essential oils, or simply ensure your room is well ventilated and free of strong smells. Address noise pollution. While earplugs are a quick fix, they may not be comfortable for everyone. For a more permanent solution, consider soundproofing measures such as adding heavy curtains, sealing gaps around windows, or using acoustic panels. A white noise machine or fan can also help by creating a consistent, soothing background sound that masks disruptive noises like traffic or neighbors. Optimize temperature and comfort. The ideal bedroom temperature for sleep is between 60 to 67 degree F to 19 degree C, as a cooler environment supports the body's natural drop in core temperature during sleep. Use breathable bedding such as cotton or linen sheets, and ensure your mattress and pillows provide adequate support. If your bedroom is too warm, use a fan or adjust your thermostat. If it's too cold, add layers like a lightweight blanket. Create a true sleep sanctuary. Reserve your bedroom exclusively for sleep and intimacy to condition your brain to associate the space with rest. Avoid activities like working, eating, scrolling on your phone, or watching TV in bed, as these can signal your brain to stay alert. If you must use your bedroom for other activities due to limited space, create a clear separation. E.g., use a desk for work and avoid bringing devices into bed. 6. You're experiencing undiagnosed sleep apnea. The connection. Sleep apnea is a potentially serious sleep disorder characterized by repeated pauses in breathing during sleep, often lasting 10 seconds or more. These pauses, known as apneas, can occur dozens or even hundreds of times per night, leading to brief awakenings, often imperceptible, as the brain signals the body to resume breathing. Obstructive sleep apnea, OSA. The most common form occurs when the airway becomes blocked, while central sleep apnea involves a failure of the brain to signal breathing. Although loud snoring is a hallmark symptom, not everyone with sleep apnea snores, and the condition can go undiagnosed, particularly in women, younger individuals, or those who are not overweight. These disruptions prevent you from reaching deeper restorative sleep stages, like slow-wave sleep, and REM, leading to daytime fatigue, difficulty falling asleep at night, and a chronic stress response that elevates cortisol levels. Left untreated, sleep apnea increases the risk of hypertension, heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive impairment. How to improve? Recognize subtle symptoms. In addition to snoring, watch for signs like gasping or choking during sleep, excessive daytime sleepiness, morning headaches, difficulty concentrating, irritability, or high blood pressure. Partners may notice irregular breathing patterns or sudden movements during sleep. If you wake up feeling unrefreshed despite adequate sleep duration, sleep apnea could be the culprit. Seek a professional evaluation. If you suspect sleep apnea, consult a healthcare provider, ideally a sleep specialist. A sleep study polyomnography, conducted either in a sleep lab or at home, is the gold standard for diagnosis. This test monitors breathing, oxygen levels, heart rate, and brain activity to identify apneas and their severity. Explore treatment options. Treatment depends on the type and severity of sleep apnea. Continuous positive airway pressure, CPAP therapy, which delivers a steady stream of air through a mask to keep the airway open, is highly effective for moderate to severe OSA. For milder cases, oral appliances that reposition the jaw or tongue may suffice. Lifestyle changes, such as weight loss, avoiding alcohol or sedatives, and sleeping on your side can reduce symptoms. In rare cases, surgical options like uvulopalataloplasty, UPPP, or airway stimulation devices may be considered. Monitor and follow up after diagnosis. Regular follow-ups with your healthcare provider ensure that treatments are effective. Adjustments to CPAP settings or lifestyle changes may be needed to optimize outcomes. Joining a support group or seeking guidance from a sleep coach can also help you adapt to treatment. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 4 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 7. You're too sedentary during the day or exercising too close to bedtime. The connection. Physical activity plays a critical role in regulating sleep, but both the amount and timing of exercise matter. A sedentary lifestyle, spending most of your day sitting or engaging in minimal physical activity, can leave your body without the physical fatigue needed to trigger restful sleep. Without expending energy, your body may not feel ready to rest, leading to difficulty falling asleep. On the other hand, exercising too vigorously or too close to bedtime can overstimulate your nervous system, elevate your heart rate, and increase core body temperature, all of which can delay sleep onset. Intense workouts release endorphins and adrenaline, which keep you alert, while a raised body temperature signals wakefulness to your brain. Striking a balance between sufficient daytime activity and appropriately timed exercise is key to promoting healthy sleep. How to improve. Incorporate regular physical activity. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise, e.g. brisk walking, cycling, swimming, or 75 minutes of vigorous exercise per week as recommended by health guidelines. Strength training, yoga, or even gardening can also count. Regular movement helps regulate your circadian rhythm, reduces stress, and promotes physical tiredness that supports sleep. Time your workouts wisely. Schedule vigorous exercise such as running, HIIT, or weightlifting at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime to allow your body to cool down and your nervous system to relax. Morning or early afternoon workouts are ideal as they align with your circadian rhythm and provide an energy boost for the day. If evening exercise is unavoidable, opt for low-intensity activities like stretching, restorative yoga, or a leisurely walk to avoid overstimulation, balance activity, and rest. If you're sedentary due to a desk job or lifestyle, incorporate small bursts of activity throughout the day. Try standing desks, walking meetings, or short movement breaks every hour. Even light activity like stretching or climbing stairs can accumulate and contribute to better sleep. Monitor your body's response. Pay attention to how exercise affects your sleep. If evening workouts consistently make it harder to fall asleep, shift them earlier or reduce their intensity. Conversely, if you feel restless after a sedentary day, experiment with adding more movement to your routine and track improvements in sleep quality. Holistic strategies for better sleep onset. To complement the specific solutions above, adopt a comprehensive approach to sleep hygiene that addresses multiple facets of your lifestyle. Establish a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, reinforces your circadian rhythm and trains your body to anticipate sleep. Aim for 7 to 10 hours of sleep tailored to your individual needs and avoid drastic variations in your schedule. Create a relaxing pre-bed routine. Dedicate 30 to 60 minutes before bed to wind down activities that signal to your brain that it's time to rest. This could include a warm bath or shower, which helps lower core body temperature, reading a physical book, avoid e-readers with blue light, listening to calming music, practicing gentle yoga, or engaging in mindfulness meditation. Avoid stimulating activities like intense discussions or action-packed TV shows. Limit stimulants and alcohol. Caffeine and nicotine are stimulants that can linger in your system for hours, disrupting sleep. Avoid them after noon or earlier if you're particularly sensitive. While alcohol may initially make you feel sleepy, it fragments sleep later in the night, reducing time in restorative REM and deep sleep stages. Limit alcohol to 1 to 2 drinks, consumed at least 3 hours before bed, or avoid it altogether if sleep issues persist. Optimize light exposure. Exposure to natural light during the day, especially in the morning, helps regulate your circadian rhythm and boosts mood. Spend time outdoors or near a window, particularly if you're indoors most of the day. In the evening, dim household lights and use blue light blocking filters on devices. Alternatively, avoid screens entirely for 1 to 2 hours before bed to enhance melatonin production. Manage stress and mental overload. Chronic stress or racing thoughts can keep you awake by elevating cortisol levels. Incorporate stress reduction practices like deep breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation, or guided meditation. Spending time in nature, even for a short walk, can also lower stress. If your mind races at night, try journaling for 10 to 15 minutes to offload worries or to-do lists, helping you mentally close the day. Track and adjust. Use a sleep journal or app to monitor your sleep patterns, habits, and progress. So, we've explored some surprising reasons why sleep might be eluding you from your gut health to undiagnosed sleep apnea and even the subtle influence of your bedroom environment. We've also touched on the critical role of micronutrients and understanding your unique chronotype. What's one key takeaway that resonated with you the most? We covered a lot of ground today, and I'm curious, what's one thing you've learned that you'll bring into practice to improve your sleep starting tonight?